grandfather what had happened.
It turns out that the bird of the cuckoo clock you bought was actually the clockmaker's daughter. The witch had turned the poor girl into a cuckoo and imprisoned her in the clock.
Her grandfather was astonished when he heard the story, but was also happy that the girl was turned back to herself.
The clockmaker said he would make a new clock for us.
Mia's grandfather was an old clock enthusiast, so he was happy with this news. And the clockmaker was delighted to have his workshop and clocks back after many years.
Olivia, I'm going to make a special clock for Mia.
I'm sure of it, Dad. You're the best clockmaker in the world.
One day, while Mia was milking the goat,
Well done, Yellow Goat. You gave us lots of milk today. Ah, Olivia, what a nice surprise. How are you?
Don't ask, Mia. My father was pleased to make you a cuckoo clock, but...
So, what happened?
something terrible happened. Some men kidnapped my father.
What? Who kidnapped your father?
Some black-clad men. They took him to the hidden land.
The hidden land? How do you know this?
The oracle that lives in the forest used her magic mirror to show me. When they took my father away, they took his tools too.
So they took his tools too. That's weird.
Meanwhile, far away in the hidden land...
Do you know why I brought you to my palace, clockmaker?
No, I don't know, sir.
You're going to make a clock for me that'll slow time. I want to live long, so I want to delay the aging process.
But that's impossible, Your Royal Highness. A clock that slows down time cannot be made.
But the wicked, cruel king was determined.
You are the best clockmaker. If you don't make this clock, you won't want to know what'll happen to you.
Mia was trying to get some more information from Olivia.
So where is this hidden land? Did the oracle tell you?
There's a map, but this map is in the underground temple in the land of the Pans.
Land of the Pans? I've heard they don't like strangers.
My father is in danger, so I had no choice but to come to you.
Don't worry, Olivia. We'll find your father.
So Mia and Olivia set out for the land of the Pans.
To reach the land of the Pans, we have to undertake a dangerous journey.
I would risk anything to find my father. This place is too high. I'm afraid.
Hold on tight, Olivia. You can do it. Don't look down. Here we are, finally.
This place doesn't look safe at all.
Let's find that underground temple and the map.
Mia and Olivia kept walking when finally...
The temple should be around here.
But someone was watching the girls. In the palace, the poor clockmaker was trying to bide time as he pretended to make the clock the king wanted.
When will you finish the clock?
Your Royal Highness, give me some more time, please.
The king put an hourglass in front of him and ordered a sentry stand next to him.
This clock had better be finished by the time the hourglass is empty, or...
I'll never see my dear daughter again.
Mia and Olivia were busy looking for the entrance to the temple.
Mia, look! There's a door there.
Come on, let's go. Be careful, though. Okay, so this is the temple, but where's the map?
What kind of book is this?
Let's see.
It has strange shapes on it.
It could be the Pan spell book.
There's something here.
Here, we found it! Map of the hidden land.
Hooray! Yay!
That was easy. Now let's get out of here.
But the girls headed straight into the pans.
Oh no, Pans! What are we gonna do?
Their intentions are not good at all. Run, quickly!
How do we get out of here?
Maybe there's another exit.
This place is a maze. We won't be able to escape.
Meanwhile, in the palace, the cruel king visited the clockmaker again.
Your time is running out, clockmaker.
Sir, it's not easy to make a clock that slows down time.
I want that clock before the last grain of sand drops.
I'm trying, Your Royal Highness.
It means you're not trying hard enough.
Meanwhile, Mia and Olivia were dealing with their own problems at the temple.
There's a light over there. Maybe that's the exit.
This place is closed.
Oh no! We can't get out!
Oh, what are we going to do? We're stuck here.
Let's find out if Mia and Olivia escape the pans and make it to the hidden land to save the clockmaker. Watch our story, Journey to the Hidden Land, to learn more. Mia and Olivia were trying to come up with a plan to escape the pans in the temple, where they had found the map of the hidden land.
What are we going to do, Mia? They're coming!
I hope some magic works.
Oh, their spears bent like twigs.
Before the pans could figure out what was going on, Mia cast another spell.
This will distract them a little.
But our exit is blocked.
Okay, let's take care of that too.
Bravo! The iron bars are bent.
Let's get out!
We managed to escape. Your magic is powerful, Mia.
Sometimes it helps that I was the Snow Queen.
But the pans had no intention of letting them go.
Alas, they're coming again. Let's run.
Mia realised that they could not escape the pans.
That rock can help us.
So once again, Mia used her magic powers.
Here it is. We can make a break for it.
So the girls quickly got away and re-entered the forest. Once they made sure they were safe and far from the Pan's land, they sat under a tree and got the map out.
According to the map, we have a little farther to go.
I hope we find my dad soon before anything terrible happens to him.
We'll find your father, Olivia. Don't worry.
The girls were so tired, so they fell asleep on the spot.
Hey, what's going on? Oh no! The monkey got the map!
Hey, you! We need that map! We can't go to the hidden land without it!
Please give us the map! We need it!
It's playing games with us. Mia, can you use your magic?
It might get hurt, and I don't want to do that.
So what are we going to do? Let me try something. Take this and give us the map. Come on, be a good boy. Oh, my head! You rotten thing.
We have to find another way, Olivia. I've got an idea. Hey, Crow. How about some peanuts?
What did you say to it? I can't believe it! The crow got the map!
Good job. You earned these peanuts.
Gawk!
So the girls set off again to find the hidden land. Finally, they came to the place marked on the map.
There's nothing here. Are we at the wrong place?
According to the map, we're in the right place. There must be an entrance or something around here.
Look, there's something here.
It's the same symbol marked on the map.
What does this mean?
Let's see what happens.
What is this?
We found the entrance! Let's go!
They couldn't believe their eyes as they came across a huge underground city.
Look, there's an entire city here.
We must be in the hidden land.
Meanwhile, at the palace, the clockmaker was dealing with the wicked king.
Oh no! Time's up! No one can save me now.
Time is up, clockmaker. Is the clock I ordered ready?
The hopeless clockmaker pleaded with the cruel king.
Your Royal Highness! I really tried, but I couldn't build a clock that delays time. Please forgive me. I have a daughter and...
You didn't deliver what I requested, so you must be punished.
Meanwhile, Mia and Olivia were trying to find the clockmaker.
I wonder where the black-clad men that kidnapped my father took him.
Let's ask these people.
The girls asked some people if they had seen a clockmaker. Nobody knew anything about a clockmaker.
So you're sure there's no clockmaker in this land, correct?
A salesman was passing by, said that their cruel king had brought an old clockmaker to the palace to build a clock that slows time.
So the king kidnapped my father and imprisoned him in the palace.
The salesman also told them that the clockmaker, who endured a harsh punishment if he didn't deliver the clock the king had requested.
This is awful. We must rescue my father at once.
At that moment, they noticed a crowd in the square.
Why is that crowd gathered there?
Oh no! That's my father!
We must save him now!
Mia used her magic powers and a strong wind blew in, lifting everything in its path.
Run for your life! Run for your life!
What's going on?
Handsome horse, I command you! Come to me! Good boy!
Come on, Dad. We're getting out of here.
The king had seen what had happened and was furious.
Guards, get them! The prisoner is on the run! Oh, my head. What happened?
Quick, let's get out of here. Here's the exit.
What are you doing?
I'm temporarily sealing the door so they can't follow us.
The clockmaker and the girls escaped and were out of danger.
Olivia, I'm so happy we're together again.
I would have never made it without Mia.
We can't thank you enough, Mia.
Olivia and I did it together. But for now, the door to the hidden land will be sealed for a while.
Together they made their way home happily.
KONDOSAN.
Once upon a time, in a small house there lived a young married couple. They were a very happy couple and were expecting a baby.
I know it's important for our baby to be healthy, but I do hope we have a daughter, my love.
Yes, I would love to have a daughter too. God willing, we'll have a daughter that will look like you.
The day of the birth was getting closer, and the young mother excitedly awaited the birth of her baby. Every day the mother would look out the window and over the high wall and admire her neighbour's garden filled with flowers and fruits. One day she noticed a yellow-leaf plant that she had never seen before.
I wonder what the name of that plant is. It smells wonderful. I'm sure it tastes amazing too. I have to eat that plant. I will go straight to my neighbour and ask her.
Without wasting any time, the young mother left the house. But she had no idea that her next-door neighbour was a cruel witch. She knocked on the door, unaware of the danger that awaited her.
Ooh. Hello, neighbour. The yellow plant in your garden smells amazing. I'm pregnant and really craving for it. Is it an edible plant?
Of course. I can give you a little. It tastes incredible and it's really good for humans.
Then it'll be good for my baby too.
Of course, dear neighbour. Especially for expecting mothers. But remember, because it's so valuable, you may only take one.
Everything is going just as I planned.
The young woman finished eating the piece she had taken as soon as she got home, but she wanted to eat more.
Bring me more. If I don't eat it, I can't have this baby.
Don't worry. I'll do everything I can to bring you more of that yellow plant.
As night fell and it got dark, the helpless husband climbed over the tall wall and took the plant that his wife wanted. This went on for some time. Every night, the young man secretly entered the garden, but he was uneasy about entering his neighbour's garden without permission. The bad witch had actually grown this plant to set up a trap to them. She knew that her neighbour was expecting a baby and that she would definitely crave for this with its smell. She had her eye on the baby for a long time. She was going to take the baby one way or another. One evening, as the man entered the garden again, the witch caught him red-handed. She now had the appearance of a witch. She was very ugly and was extremely scary looking. The poor man was frightened.
Please forgive me. My wife is pregnant and she can't stop eating this plant. I was forced to do this because you said she could only take one. I know this is wrong, but if she doesn't eat it, I'm afraid that my wife will die. I'm in a very tough situation.
I'll accept your apology only with one condition. You must give me the baby that is to be born. If not, I'll destroy all of you. The man had to accept this condition. When the time of the birth arrived, a beautiful baby girl was born. The witch went to their house immediately. Her name shall be Rapunzel. You shall raise her until she turns 1. In exactly 1 year, I will come and take her from you. The helpless couple accepted. When Rapunzel turned 1, the witch came and took the crying baby away from her mother and father and locked up the baby in a tower in the middle of the forest. She was going to raise the baby there. Many years passed. Rapunzel was now a beautiful young girl. As she had never cut her hair, it was several meters long. Her hair was golden blonde. She had deep green eyes. Whenever the witch went to the tower, she would call out to her. "My dear blonde-haired girl, I'm here. Let your hair down." Rapunzel would throw her long braid down, and the witch would climb up to the tower using her hair. Rapunzel thought that the witch was her mother. As she had never seen anyone else other than the witch until now, Rapunzel thought that she and her mother were the only ones in this world. She had a wonderful voice. She sang all day long until nightfall. Her voice echoed across the forest, and all the birds would fly to the window to listen to her. Birds were her only friends. One day, a prince was wandering around the forest. When he heard Rapunzel singing, he wondered where this marvelous sound was coming from. As he followed the direction of the sound, he approached the tower and realized the voice was coming from there.
I must meet the girl with this amazing voice. I wonder how I can go up this tower.
As he desperately walked round and round the tower, he suddenly saw a witch calling to the top of the tower. He hid behind a tree at once and watched. "My dear blonde-haired girl, I'm here. Let your hair down." Rapunzel let down her braided hair, and the witch climbed up to the tower.
I found how to go up the tower.
Having waited for the witch to leave, the prince now called out to the tower, impersonating the voice of the witch.
My girl, please let down your beautiful blonde hair again. I forgot something up there.
I'm letting it down right away, Mother.
With one swift move, she let down her hair again. The prince climbed up the tower using her hair and met Rapunzel. It was the first time in her life that the beautiful girl was seeing another person.
Ah! Who are you? Why are you here? Where is my mother?
There's no need to be afraid. I'm the prince of this country. Your wonderful voice brought me here. To come up here, I had to impersonate your mother's voice.
Rapunzel, who at first was very frightened, slowly realized that he wasn't a bad person. The prince was already charmed by her beauty.
Oh.
Days and months passed by. The prince was coming to the tower every day. When they spent time together, they didn't realize how fast the time passed. Then, he finally proposed to Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, I want to live with you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Of course I'll marry you.
I must now return to the palace.
I will try and find a solution to get you out of here at once.
Rapunzel was very excited that she would finally see the outside world once she married the prince. She was so bored of living alone in the tower for all those years. He held Rapunzel's hair and headed down the tower. Unfortunately, the witch was there too and saw the prince. She immediately understood what was going on. She raged with anger. As Rapunzel was pulling her hair back up again, the witch held onto it and climbed up. She was so annoyed and furious. "What's going on? Who's that just left? I've been hiding you up here to protect you from evil, but you've been talking to strangers and making friends with them."
He's the prince of this country. He asked for my hand in marriage, and I accepted. I'm so happy, Mother. I was waiting for you to come and tell you all about it.
What? What nonsense is this? I'll show you. The witch was so angry that with a pair of scissors she cut Rapunzel's long hair short as can be. And with her magic, she then sent her to a very faraway country. When the prince arrived at the tower the next day, he had no idea that the witch was waiting for him in the tower.
Hi, Rapunzel. I'm here. Let down your hair, please.
The witch let down the long braid that she had cut from Rapunzel's hair. When the prince reached the window of the tower, the witch was there to meet him. He was terrified the moment he saw her.
What a surprise, huh? You thought you were going to be able to take my girl away who I've hidden for years?
As the witch let go of the braid, the terrified prince found himself on the floor. He fell on top of the bushes, but since he hit his head, he was blinded. Rapunzel was ever present in the prince's mind. So mounted on his horse, he searched for her everywhere. He swore that even if he had to go to the end of the world, he would find her. He searched and searched and searched for a very long time. Finally, one day, he heard a song. The voice was familiar to him.
This is Rapunzel's voice. I finally found her.
Galloping on his horse, he headed straight towards the sweet voice. He came to the door of the house Rapunzel was staying in.
Rapunzel, I'm here. Open the door.
I can't believe it. Is it really you?
As Rapunzel opened the door, she cried when she saw the prince. She cried so much that her tears fell on the prince's face as he was kneeling. Her tears were miraculous, joyful tears. Suddenly, the blind prince opened his eyes. They hugged each other joyfully and celebrated this miracle. The prince was finally able to propose officially. They returned to the palace and started preparing for the wedding. Upon their return, Rapunzel and the prince looked for her real parents so they could share their news. They were incredibly happy to be reunited with their daughter after all these years. They had a beautiful wedding and they all lived happily ever after. Once upon a time, there lived a family who had a daughter named Cinderella. They were a very happy family. However, once their kind-hearted mother suddenly passed away, their happiness came to an end. Cinderella's father married another woman soon after. The woman had 2 spoiled and spiteful daughters. They were just as unkind as their mother. They all came to live in the house. Cinderella now had 2 stepsisters and a stepmother. Everyone loved Cinderella, who was incredibly kind and beautiful. She had long blonde hair, ocean blue-coloured eyes, and delicate feet and hands. She was a girl who enjoyed helping everyone around her, cooked delicious meals, loved plants, and protected animals. Out of jealousy, the stepsisters made sure to make Cinderella's life miserable. They made her do all the housework and used her as the housemaid. Her only friend was a tabby cat. When she finished her chores, she would take her cat on her lap, sit by the fireplace, and tell him about her misfortune. She always told him how much she missed her mother. That's why Cinderella was nicknamed Cindercat. Unfortunately, soon after, her father died too. The stepsisters and stepmother gave Cinderella a room in the attic.
You can't stay on the same floor as us. You're better suited up there.
Please, let me and my cat get warmed up by the fireplace.
Only after we go to bed. The ashes of the fireplace should be enough for you. Your clothes are ripped and torn. We don't want to see you around.
Poor Cinderella accepted her fate. Every night she would sit next to the fireplace and try to warm herself with the cinders left in it. One day, a soldier stopped by their home to invite all girls who were of age to marry to a ball at the palace.
Our king is to leave his throne to his son. The only condition is for him to marry a suitable girl. How many girls are there in this house who are of age?
Joyously, the mother presented her own 2 daughters.
I have 2 beautiful girls.
Then who is that girl that I see in the kitchen wiping the floors?
She's a housemaid. How could we bring her to the palace?
It doesn't matter. I must write her name down as well.
Even if you write her name down, it won't matter. She has no clothes or shoes to wear. Go ahead, write it down.
Cinderella begged her stepmother.
Please, give me one of my sister's dresses, so I can come too.
No, you will not go. You will clean the floors until we come back. Do you think the prince will choose you over my daughters, the Cinder Cat?
The 3 of them mocked Cinderella and chased her away. Finally, the day of the ball arrived.
Ooh!
All dressed up, they went to the ball and left Cinderella behind. Cinderella cried hopelessly. Right at that moment, a glowing fairy appeared before Cinderella.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the ball.
Who are you?
I'm the good fairy who helps kind-hearted girls. Your mother has sent me here to help you. She is watching over you from above. Let's get to it. Find me a large pumpkin and 6 mice.
Cinderella did what the fairy asked of her right away. She brought the pumpkin, and the mice in her room, who were already her friends, came running to help. With the wand in her hand, the fairy turned the pumpkin into a fantastic carriage. 4 mice into white horses, 1 mouse into a coachman, and 1 into a footman. Finally, it was Cinderella's turn. The fairy touched her head with her wand and turned her into a wonderful princess.
Remember, don't stay past midnight. The spell will break after 12 o'clock. You must leave the ball before 12. Good luck!
Cinderella got in the carriage and went straight to the palace. As soon as she entered the ballroom, everyone stared at her and held their breath. They were curious to learn who she was. She must be a princess from another country. They asked themselves who else would arrive in such a magnificent carriage and wear exquisite jewels. The prince, who saw Cinderella, came up to her immediately.
My lady, will you dance with me?
With pleasure, His Royal Highness.
It was love at first sight. The prince danced with Cinderella all night. The king and queen also really liked Cinderella. This girl would suit us and our palace as well. She's noble and beautiful. We have found our bride. All the other girls at the ball, including the stepmother and stepsisters, were huffing and puffing with jealousy.
Where do you come from? Where do you live? What's your name?
Time passed by really quickly. Cinderella, who saw that it was almost 12 o'clock, left the prince unexpectedly and ran out of the palace. As she hurried down the palace stairs, she lost one of her glass shoes. But because she was in such a hurry, she left it behind, got in the carriage, and went home. At exactly midnight, everything turned into what it was before. The prince who had run after Cinderella was in complete shock. He hadn't been able to catch up to her, but he found her glass shoe on the stairs. When Cinderella came home, she was surprised at what she saw. The house was sparkling clean. There was even a hot soup brewing on the stove. The fairy had sorted this out too. When Cinderella went to her room, she was very sad.
But what now? I'll never be able to see the prince again.
Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
Meanwhile, the prince thought only about the beautiful girl who had run away from the ball.
I must find her. I will take no other as my queen. Tomorrow we will try this shoe on every girl's foot that attended the ball last night and across the city. If the shoe fits someone, then that girl will be my queen.
The next day, soldiers walked door to door and asked all the girls who had attended the ball to try on the glass shoe. Everyone wore the shoe with excitement, but it didn't fit anyone. Finally, it was time for Cinderella's home. Everyone was incredibly excited. The stepsisters spent hours massaging and creaming their feet in order to shorten them. And they locked Cinderella in the attic. Yet, the shoe didn't fit either of the sisters' feet.
Come on.
Just as the soldiers were about to leave, they heard a sound from upstairs. Cinderella had managed to catch their attention by knocking down a cupboard.
What's that sound? Who's upstairs?
The house cat. There's no one.
No cat can make such a noise. Don't lie. Let's go upstairs and have a look. Immediately.
Huh?
They got Cinderella out of the locked room and asked her to try on the glass shoe.
Oh.
The shoe fit perfectly. Cinderella showed them the other pair. The soldiers knew that they had found the princess and ran to the palace to deliver the good news. The prince joyously arrived at Cinderella's house and recognized her right away.
Will you marry me and be my princess?
Having received the answer as yes, he took her to the palace. Cinderella told him about everything that had happened to her.
Everything was fine.
They got married with a wedding lasting 40 days and 40 nights. The first thing Cinderella did was to have her tabby cat brought to the palace. They lived happily ever after, and the good fairy looked over them at all times.
Kondo-san.
Mia lives a happy life with her grandfather and her beloved dog. One day, her grandfather bought a clock from an old dealer. They placed it in the most beautiful corner of the house.
It looks beautiful here, Grandpa. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! There's a bird in it. It's so cute!
Mia showed her cuckoo clock to her friend Gerda that came to visit her that day.
The bird inside the clock comes out and sings every hour. Did you know that, Gerda? Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
What a cute bird! I love it!
Gerda was Mia's guest for that night, so they got ready to go to sleep.
I'm so glad you're here, Gerda. It was a nice day.
Yes, I enjoyed our day together and your cookies were amazing.
And just when they were falling asleep, they heard a sound.
Did you hear that? Is someone crying?
The sound is coming from the cuckoo clock. Ah, the cuckoo is crying.
Is that even possible?
I'm not really a bird. So, what are you?
I am the daughter of the best clockmaker of the faraway land.
You're the clockmaker's daughter? How is that possible?
Years ago, the witch of the faraway land asked my father to make the most precious clock in the world. My father made this clock for her.
So what happened?
This clock is the most accurate clock on Earth. It is so precise that it never gains or loses a second. Unfortunately, the witch didn't like the clock.
Why didn't the witch like the clock?
Because the witch expected the clock to be made of gold and precious jewels. So she turned me into the cuckoo of the clock to punish my father.
What a wicked witch.
So you've been in this clock for years, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
What about your father?
The witch imprisoned my father in her cellar. He's probably grown older and I miss him so much.
There has to be a way to turn you back to yourself.
Mia, can't your spells restore her?
Mia tried her own magic, but was not strong enough to break the spell.
There's one person that knows how to break the witch's spell.
Who is it?
Oracle of the faraway land. Only she can do it.
How do you know this?
A sparrow that felt sorry for me said that the oracle was the only one who knew how the witch's spells worked.
So shall we set off early in the morning, Gerda? What do you say?
Who else can help this girl but us?
In the morning, Mia and Gerda prepared to set off.
You're putting yourselves in danger for me. Be careful.
What kind of danger?
To reach the oracle's cave, you must go through the forest of the three-eyed giant.
Don't worry. We'll do our best to discover the secret that will break the spell.
When they finally reached the forest of the three-eyed giant in the faraway land, they got out of the carriage.
We're entering the forest, but we have to walk from here.
The birds say that the three-eyed giant lives in the forest.
If we're careful, we might cross the forest without being seen by the giant and find the oracle.
Do you see the smoke?
I think it's coming from the giant's cabin. He's probably cooking something.
I hope he didn't see us.
Let's be very careful. Whew. Fortunately, his back was turned, so he didn't see us.
Oh my! What big ears he has!
Run! He heard us! He's coming right here.
If we get caught, he'll throw us in that cauldron and cook us.
Shh, be quiet.
Let go of me! Help! Mia, do something!
Mia cast the first spell that came to her mind to save Gerda.
Take that! Gerda, let's get out of here quickly!
So Mia and Gerda escaped the giant, crossed the forest and found the Oracle's cave.
Here it is. We found it.
Don't be afraid. Come closer. I was expecting you.
Did you use that bowl to see we were coming?
Yeah, I can read the mud in the bowl. So I know you're here to help the girl the witch turned into a cuckoo.
Is there any way to get her back to normal?
Yes, there is a way. If you take the witch's magic wand and dip it in the water of goodness and touch the bird will return to its original state.
Where is this water of goodness?
In the dragon's lair.
We promised the cuckoo that we would help her.
Before I forget, watch out for the dragon that lives in a lair. May luck be on your side.
Let's see if Mia and Gerda are able to get the water of goodness. You can find out when you watch our story, Witch of the Faraway Land. When Mia and Gerda learned how to break the witch's spell to turn the cuckoo back into a girl, they set off to the dragon's lair to get the water of goodness.
I wonder how dangerous this dragon is. I hope we don't become his food.
The dragon might have weaknesses, so we might defeat it if we put our brains to good use. Be careful. The swamp is dangerous. You should only walk where it's dry.
Mia and Gerda finally got out of the forest and reached the dragon's lair.
According to the oracle's description, this must be the lair.
I guess we'll have to go in.
Keep your eyes open, Gerda. The dragon might be nearby.
I hope we don't run into it.
A little further ahead, Gerda noticed water dripping from the rocks.
Mia, look! There it is!
This must be the water of goodness the oracle was talking about.
We found the water of goodness. Let's get some.
Gerda, don't stop!
Just as Gerda was about to fill the bottle, she froze in her tracks.
Oh no, the dragon!
The dragon doesn't have good eyesight and depends on its sense of smell. Get out of there, quick! It's coming, let's run quickly!
What shall we do? It's looking for us.
At that moment, Mia got an idea.
The swamp! Follow me!
Why are we going back to the swamp?
How about a little mud bath?
The girls went to the swamp and covered themselves in mud.
The dragon can't smell our scent anymore. Now let's go get that water of goodness.
Are you sure it won't smell our scent?
I hope not.
I'm so scared, Mia.
We have to be quiet. Don't scream or anything.
I hope I can do this.
It's gone. We can get the water now.
I can't believe it, Mia! We did it!
Let's go now.
Look, the dragon looks happy.
What cute babies. I think it's unfair to call them monsters.
We can't be sure whether it would hurt us. Maybe we assume it would because we call them monsters.
You're right, Gerda. I agree with you.
After Mia and Gerda got the water of goodness, they went back to get the cuckoo.
When we get to the witch's place, the cuckoo must be with us so we can break the spell.
The cuckoo was thrilled to learn that the spell that had turned her into a bird would be broken.
Cuckoo! Hooray! I can be a girl again and see my father too.
All right, let's go deal with that witch.
So they set off again towards the faraway land.
So, this is the witch's house? What a scary place!
Let's be careful. The witch might know that we're coming.
How do we deal with her?
We'll find a way. All we have to do is get the witch's magic wand.
There's no one in sight.
Let's go upstairs. The wand might be there.
The girls were unaware that somebody was watching them.
Gerda? Where did she go? That sound. Is that Gerda? Don't be afraid, Gerda. I'll get you out of there.
I don't like intruders. You'll regret coming here. What? You brought your own bodyguard?
Come on, Gerda! Quick!
But the evil witch had no intention of imprisoning Mia and Gerda.
Did you think you could defeat me?
Gerda! Hurry, come here!
This witch is so powerful. What are we going to do? Cowards! Did you hide behind the table? Oh no! I've got you now.
You'll pay for this.
Ouch! My head! Everything is spinning! Let's do this right now.
I hope the Oracle woman was not mistaken.
Mia immediately put the witch's magic wand in the bottle containing the water of goodness.
Let's see what happens.
Did you see that? The evilness in the wand has disappeared.
My friend, the moment you've been waiting for has come. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'll tap you with the wand that was cleansed with the water of goodness.
Cool! I can't believe my eyes! Yippee! I'm normal again! You are very beautiful. I'm so grateful. Thank you!
Let's find your father now.
So they all went down to the witch's cellar.
I wonder where the evil witch locked up my father. This door is locked.
This padlock is enchanted. My magical powers aren't working.
The key! Over there! Look! this moment for so long. Finally, we're together.
This is amazing.
They all left the witch's place happily. Mia saw the father and daughter talking and asked,
Is your father talking about a clock?
Dad says he will make a new cuckoo clock for you.
My grandfather will be pleased because he loves cuckoo clocks very much.